Okay everybody, this is the next video, and this is just pretty much me putting together the front end here. What I did is, remember when I had the clamps on this front end to keep it from flexing? Well, it did flex. It flexed a little bit more than what I wanted it to. So, it's not straight across. I tried to put in a brace in here and spread it apart and weld, and it didn't really work too well. But welded there. And this side here is the 14 side. Over here. That's the 14 side. This is the 13 side. This bar is the 13.5, and this one is the 14.5. The reason the longer side is over here, because the entire frame is offset by 1 inch because of that. And that's where the chain's going to go around the pivot there. So that's how the whole frame is offset by 1 inch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing, I'm going to put it right down there, and it is set at, well, stupid camera, 2 1/8. From that point there to the edge is 2 1/8. Now if yours doesn't come out to be 2 1/8, all you got to do is just center it. It's 2 1/8 on both sides on mine right here. You know, but if your weld flex, or if your steel flex when you're welding it or something like that, it's a little off. All you got to do is just center it. That's all you got to do. Just put your tape measure over here. If this says, you know, 2 inches, and this over here says 1 inch and 7/8, then you just pretty much align it up to, you know, or something like that. You know, it's not that big of a deal. If you're like an 1/8 inch off, it's not that big of a deal. You can either center it yourself or just keep 2 inches, you know, 2 inches on one side and the 1 inch and 7/8 on the other side. You know, it's not that big of a deal. So, yeah, or you just center it. That's what I do. So, I think in my CAD plans, this came out to be like 2 inches difference, 2 inches on this side and 2 inches on this side. But after you cut, you know, and you lose a 1/16 here or a 32nd there, you know, that sort of stuff when it comes to grinding and that sort of thing, I end up adding an extra 1/8 inch on both sides. So this is actually going to be 2 1/8 and 2 1/8. So yeah, rarely does anything, unless you've got, you know, if I had a bandsaw, that'd be different. You know, lots of different stuff depending upon the equipment you got. The outcome of builds change. So, yep, so now I'm going to weld that into place. Alright, got it all welded in place. Welded this side, and the back side. I didn't get in there just because I've done that kind of thing before, and this flux core crap doesn't work worth crap when it comes to doing that kind of welding inside an angle like that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these, stick them on there like that, grab my square, and then yeah, I'm gonna melt my square. You just watch. It's gonna burst into flames and my hand's gonna start on fire. Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, wait, maybe let's try this over here. For the first time, do 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 do. Alright. Now for this one. Yes, that's what we're gonna do here. Let's see what she looks like. Yeah, that's good enough for government work. Okay, so now I'm going to get done welding this and then show you what it looks like. Got it all welded up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to cool off and then pull out the grinder, make everything look pretty again. You see right there, see how that got all splattery right there? When I was welding with the gun, I kept, doing the little circles. I kept hitting this bar right here, and it kept messing me up. I should have welded this on last. I should have did those next. I should have put this main part on, and then put those on next, and then this. This should have been last. Because getting down in there with my gun was a little hard. This side over here turned out kind of alright. Yeah, so remember that if you have that same type of welder that I've got or something like that, put the arch over last. Do the primary part here, then the two, and then this last. Alright, so there we go. I just got it pinned together right now. Look, it's gonna look like a damn stop sign. Okay. Now I think I might work on probably the shock setup is probably what I'll probably work on next. Getting the shock installed in there so I can actually pin this thing together. Not worry about it. Yeah. So, there we go.
Thank you for using the T-Man video service. And remember, the videos you do not use will roll over to next month.